So the first song I wrote was Running. And that song was just a one-off song that I wrote. I wasn't really planning to write it. I was just messing around with my ukulele, and I've been trying to be more creative instead of just like chords as drumming. I wanted to have some cool picking. So I was messing around with that melody, dun 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 dun, and the beginning part as well. And so when I was doing that, I just sing. That's how my thought process goes a lot. Is if I'm playing something on the ukulele, I can either sing a melody without any lyrics, just like ba da ba, just come up with something, or I can even like right off the bat have lyrics and melody just come out like. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes I have to change it a little. But that's how Running came to be. I wrote the first verse and the two choruses right off the bat. What I usually do is I have that sort of instant flow. And a lot of times I will forget whatever I wrote. So I've become accustomed to like, I play it a few times and then I play it over and over and over again so I won't forget it. And then I will record it on my phone so that I really won't lose it because, yeah, I've lost some songs before. Or not songs, just like melodies and things. So that's what I did there. And then I kind of took a break because I couldn't come up with the second verse. So I just put it aside and I was like, I don't want to stress too much about it. So I put it aside and I continued. And then a few days after that, I was riding the bus with one of my friends from my Korean course. Shout out to Raja. And that's when the second verse came to me. I was looking out the window of the bus, and well, I don't know if you know, but there's the line in the second verse. When I look out the window, I see someone different approaching. And that line, like the whole second verse, is not really anything specific. It's not about anything specific. It was just lines that I thought were cool. And after time passed, I was able to put my own meaning into the lyrics. I just thought it sounded cool at first, and then I was like, oh, this actually makes sense to me personally. So, like, I see someone different approaching. It's my chance to take their hand or let it go. So that part is meaning for me now. That part is about deciding to become the person you could be in the future. And you can either go for it or you cannot. And if you don't, then you stay where you were before. And then the second part of the verse is, well, if somebody's listening, then I guess that's all I need. But that part is also doesn't really mean anything at the beginning. But then I put in the meaning of like, oh, if somebody is listening to my music, just like one person, if somebody is listening, then that's all I need. I don't need thousands and billions of people. It's okay just to have a few people listening to my music. Obviously, it would be nice if there were a lot of people listening, but I know that doesn't happen for a lot of musicians and artists. So as long as I keep making music and keep expressing myself, that's all I need. That was the meaning. And then after writing the second verse, I took another break because I hadn't written the bridge, the end part yet. But I think it was another few days after that, I was hanging out with my friend, the same one as before, and their friend. We were out drinking. And I don't know why, but I drank too much. But I had school the next day, so I was planning to go home early on the train instead of like waiting way too late and then missing the train, the subway. But I was probably not well enough to take the subway, but I was very stubborn about it. I was walking, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take the subway, I can do it, I'm fine. And my friends were like, I don't know if that's a good idea. But I was thinking, oh, I don't have enough money to take the taxi, so either way, I need to take the subway anyway. But my acquaintance, my friend, she was really nice and she gave me the fare and she called over a taxi and made me get into the taxi and was like, yeah, you need to take the taxi. Listen to me. I don't care what's going on. And so she told the driver where to take me, and yeah, that was that. And then felt really grateful to her because I might have been okay because Korea, Seoul is like pretty safe, but it's still not a great idea to be actively tipsy and going on the subway because I could just fall and kill myself while falling down the escalator. But so yeah, I felt really grateful, and after that situation, I wrote the bridge where it's, as long as there are people who are kind, I figure everything will turn out fine. And then the last sentence, the last part of the bridge, is another one that doesn't make any sense. Like, it didn't mean anything, but I wrote it anyway, is, I see your little faces drawing near. Now everything seems so crystal clear. And yeah, that one doesn't mean anything at first, but now when I sing it, I imagine my nephew because he has a little face because he's a child. But other than that, there isn't really any grander meaning behind it. I'm sure everyone could put their own spin on it, their own personal meaning, but I didn't have anything specific. So that's that. Now about production. Well, I recorded the song in Israel while I was home. I was in Israel from November 2020 till May 2021, and I started recording the last session because I tried recording several times. I started recording for the EP, I think it was in January? I don't remember because I just remember being like, I have to finish this before I go back to Korea. But I'm not sure exactly. But because I was recording it, obviously I could add many more elements than when I'm performing it live. When I sing the song live, I just do the ukulele and I do my singing. But while I was recording, I also made a trumpet melody that I really like. So now when I sing it live, I add that as well. And with the choruses, I was able to add more ukulele strumming. And I was able to add harmonies, which, if you know me personally, you know I love harmonies. So I was really glad to be able to add all of that. And I heard from my parents that is the song that sounds the most well done, like fleshed out, like it has bones to it, like, or roots to it, I guess you would say. And that was the song that I've been working on the longest, so I can understand why they said that. For the music video, I recorded last year in 2020 when I was in Korea. My boyfriend and I went on vacation to a different city, and it was a really pretty city. They had a lot of different greenery, like we went to different parks and a maze and everything. So while we were there, I was like, oh, well, boyfriend, can you shoot some videos of me and maybe I can use it for a video later? I just wrote this song running. So he did that. Like, he isn't a very big phone person. Like, he doesn't take a lot of photos and videos and do a lot of social media, but he was like, yeah, sure. So we were filming the video, and as soon as we got home back to Seoul, I had put the running music video together because I had thought at the time that I would be able to record it much sooner and put it out much sooner. So I had the running music video ready since May 2020, and I released it finally in July 2021. So I was really glad to finally release it. I had to change a few things with the timing or with the video because my original demo was faster. Sometimes I played the strumming faster, sometimes slower. So it was different than my final cut. So I had to change it. But I still think it's cute. So yeah.